In this video, I will talk about everything you need to know about chakras. What is a chakra? A friend asked me a while ago and I was like, you don't know what a chakra is? A chakra, or our chakras, are the reason we can experience ourselves as consciousness in a human body. A chakra in Sanskrit means wheel. It's a rotating vortex, and they are placed on our body and in our body on the front side and the back side on several places: the heart, the diaphragm, the belly, the root. And most people who know about chakras know there are 7 head chakras. That is what we have learned in the spiritual realm last decades. And I discovered in the last, I think, 20 years that there are more than 7 chakras. And of course, more people know about that. But the way I see it now, there are 9 head chakras and there are 12 chakras totally, with 5 chakras in between the head chakras. But in this video, I will still talk about the 7 head chakras, because in the collective field, there is not enough consciousness about chakras to teach already about the more higher vibrating chakras, which are not visible or feelable or palpable for most people. Because the way it works is, the more people get conscious about something, the more the collective field is able to touch the same information. So why a chakra is really important to be aware about, for example, is your health. Because every chakra is situated on a place on your body. For example, if you have migraine or headaches, that means you have 7 chakra issues. And if you have throat issues, that means there's something stuck in your 5th chakra, in your throat chakra, which is the center of communication, which is related to the soul. Our throat is the portal of the soul. So if you have something going on, you're suffering from something physically, you can think that's at random, coincidental, bad luck, unfortunate. But if you know your energy anatomy, you can just feel and know where the suffering is coming from a deeper level. Everything you experience is related to a chakra that cannot be not. And if you say, well, because I cannot see it, it's not visible, it's not important. I have the example of love. The most important thing in life is love. But can you see love or feel love or touch love? No, you can only see, feel, or love the effect of love. That's visible. And that's the same with energy. You cannot really touch or see energy, but you can really feel and touch the energy when you are aware of it. So chakras are a gateway for self-knowledge. And not only self-knowledge, but also the knowledge of how other people and the world is functioning. Energy needs to flow. The essence of energy is that it's always moving. It's like quicksilver. Energy is movement. It's the fuel we have. It's the source in our body which makes us alive. That's what energy is. And how we live is through the chakras. So I will just talk about every chakra, not too long, because I want to make this video not too long, but just to let you know what the chakras are about and why it's important to feel what I mean, to feel what I talk about. Because energy is not a rational information. It's not something, it's not my opinion I'm giving to you in order to understand. What I'm telling you is information I received, which resonated, and then it sinked in. I think that is what happens, because when something resonates, you start to feel, oh, this is true. And truth you can feel in your body. Not truth you experience from the head. And that's the difference between energy information and just exposing an opinion. So, the first chakra is the root. It is situated between the anus and the sex, between the vagina and the penis, the perineum. And it's the physical experience, it's the physical realm, it's how we experience ourselves from the body. And if you have seen my previous video about the 369 consciousness, then the first chakra is our 3 consciousness. It's the pure experience. It's our body experiencing life. And it's situated in the root, and it's developed in the first year of our life. And that's why all our baby information is in there. Our fear is in there, because there are no words yet available for babies. So if we experience something which is negative or scary, we freeze. That is where the fight, flight, freeze, and fawn response come from. It's the pure physical experience. And when the chakra is open, when the energy is flowing freely, then we feel happy in a very relaxed body, and we are open to everything. We can breathe low and slow, and we feel relaxed and playful. That's our natural state of being. That's how babies are. They laugh and they cry, and they are. So the essence of the first chakra is I am. It's just what you are. Then the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra. I always have to translate it in English. It's below the navel. That's the chakra of emotions, sexuality, and creativity. Now here it comes. There's no difference between the 3 of them. Can you imagine that your sexuality is the same as your emotions and the same as your creativity? It's one energy. And the development phase of the second chakra is in the 2nd year of our life. And it's related to our needs. We need food. We need comfort. We need love. We need to play and discover the world. And when those needs are not met, we feel shame about ourselves. So how fear is the shadow side of the first chakra, shame is the shadow side of the second chakra. And all organs in the belly are related to the second chakra. So if you have issues in your lower colon or in your womb, then it's always related to this energy. There's something hold or held and something blocked. There's no coincidence. Then we have the third chakra, which is developed in the third year of our life. And that's the buildup of our ego, in fact, because it's the phase of our anatomy. When we are 3 years old, we want to do things and we want to discover things. And when those needs are not met, we get a lot of guilt. We feel guilty. And the third chakra's quality, it's also called solar plexus, which means the center of the sun. It's the place where we act from. So if the ego is formed as a structure, as a character, then this is the place where our movement and our doing is coming from. Now, I forgot to say about the second chakra. The first chakra is I am, the second chakra is I feel, and the third chakra is I do. And the shadow side is the guilt of not being able to be independent. It's our autonomy challenged in our third chakra. And all organs behind our diaphragm, which is liver, kidneys, well, there are more. Just look on the chart, look in your body. When there is a block in the third chakra, then our ego gets crushed and we get very angry. So anger is also a third chakra energy, and it's a healthy energy. Anger is a human, healthy energy, but we are used to suppress our anger, and that's why we think it's bad to be angry. And then we start to behave in masks to represent our most ideal self. That's what the third chakra does. It's not genuine, but it can be, because it's what you do, and what you do is the call for action. That's what the soul wants. The soul wants to do, to make steps, to go on, to develop. It's a longing. That's why the third chakra is I do. Then we have the fourth chakra, which is the heart. And it's the place, it's between the breasts of a woman. And the heart is I love. And the shadow side of I love is I betray. The heart chakra and the organs are the heart and the lungs. It's about life. How much life can you breathe in? Can you take in? Can you live? How much are you able to love yourself and others? And that's what the fourth chakra is about. And those chakras are the most important to know about, because the upper chakras is how we experience the lower chakras. So we have a lower chakra reality, which is 1, 2, 3, and also 4. And we have a higher chakra reality, which is 4, 5, 6, 7. And the difference between the lower chakra reality and the higher chakra reality is that the lower chakra reality is personal. It's how we experience ourselves as a human being, a physical human being. And the higher chakra reality is how we experience ourselves as a soul having a human experience. So the fifth chakra, the throat, is a communication center. It's the portal of the soul. It's how we speak. It's how we express ourselves. It's not about words. It's also about sound. And the fifth chakra is developed in the 5th year, like the fourth chakra is developed in the 4th year. That's where the betrayal comes from, to just get it back to the 4th chakra for a moment. Because that's the moment the child discovers that it's not the center of the universe anymore. Papi and mommy have other priorities than only the little baby who thinks still it's the center of the universe. And that's the first betrayal we experience, which is so painful. And the 5th chakra is about the expression of who we are and what we say and how we express ourselves. And therefore we could say, most people say I speak as the essence of the 5th chakra, but I prefer I communicate, because communication goes further than only speaking. It's also the non-verbal language. It's also the written language. So the 5th chakra is about transparency, about being clear. And I think the shadow side must be I lie, the not truth. Then we go into the 6th chakra, which is the forehead chakra, third eye, people call it as well. And that's the place situated just at the same place where our eyes are, our ears are, and our lower brains are. So it's the place where we see, hear, and understand. And therefore, it's the center of our intuition. And what we see, hear, and understand is based on what the lower chakras experience. So when you have something in your eyes or ears or your lower brains, then you know you have issues with your suppressed intuition, with what you know, with what you see, because that's the 7th chakra, is I know. And of course the 6th chakra is I see, hear, and understand. And the 7th chakra, the crown, is I know. And the crown is the pure light we come from, which is related to the 8th chakra and the 9th chakra, which are our cosmic connection. And the crown is the incarnation, the point of incarnation. And it's developed in the 7th year of our existence, while the 6th chakra is developed, of course, in the 6 years of our existence. And in the 7th year of our existence, we start to comprehend who we are as an incarnated being, while the 6th chakra is about the place in the world we take position in based on what we see, hear, and understand. But the seventh chakra is about knowing. And knowing is a divine experience. It's a gut feeling. It's the feeling I know, and we all have that feeling of deep, deep knowing. So, chakras are realms of frequencies, of vibrations, and because of those frequencies and vibrations, we can experience ourselves. It's layered. So when we know about chakras, when we know about how our energy is functioning, then it gets so clear who we are and what we are experiencing and why. So that's the reason I cannot imagine that somebody is asking me, what is a chakra? It's such a missed chance, and it's such a lack of our collective knowledge, being energetic beings, having a human experience. If we don't know we are energetic beings having a human experience, we still think we are just humans made of flesh and blood and bones and muscles and organs and whatever, not having purpose or a meaning, just coming from a black hole and diving into a black hole after death. And that's such a 180 degrees other experience than the energetic experience, because from the perspective of energy, we cannot die. And that is the function of the chakras as well. They absorb information. I forgot to tell about that, what chakras do. They send and they receive all day. That's what we do, like an antenna. We send out and we receive from the outside world. And that's why we get a reflection of how we are, what we are, and what our reality is. So I hope it's 22 minutes. It's really a lesson and not a vlog. But I wanted to tell you this, to get you some basic information about what chakras are and why it is important to know about chakras and to incorporate this information so that you know that it's not a concept or an opinion or an idea, but it's you. It's about you and how you function and what you are doing and what you are thinking and what you are feeling. So, I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you like more of these videos, subscribe below. And see you next time. Namaste. Love you.